Hello, good morning. Happy Mental Health Monday. Good morning. Welcome back to another week so we can continue talking about how to take care of our mental health. Welcome back. If this is the first time you get to my channel, welcome. All the people that's been with me, welcome back. So I hope that last week you guys enjoyed the video regarding emotions. We talk about the well-being of the emotional well-being part of our mental health last week. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So this week we are back. Like I mentioned to you guys last week, we were going to be back this week so we can talk about the psychological well-being this time. Like I mentioned to you guys, under the mental health, we have different type of beans. And I know it sounds like beans, like eating beans, but bean. And today we are back for the second part. So we talk about the emotional well-being. We're going to talk about the psychological well-being today. And then next week, we're going to talk about the social well-being. Before I talk about the subject, however, two things. Two house cleaning. So the first one, I know if you are listening to me on a Monday, May 19, all my people, all the Haitian, we actually already celebrating our Haitian Flag Day. So I hope you guys had a great one. I hope you guys were safe. I hope you guys had fun. Okay? Second thing, I'm going to ask you, what did you do last week to take care of your mental health? What did you do? What did you do last week to take care of your mental health? You, not your children, not your husband, not your friends, not anyone else, but you personally. What did you do to take care of your mental health? For me, I took the time. I can see you guys see I have a different hairdo today. So I take the time to do my own hair. Yes, it take me a while, but you guys know. Some of you guys know if you are natural like me, that sometimes it can take time, but it is so good to do some protective style that can last even for a week or two to give us break from doing our hair every day. So that's what I did last week. What about you? What did you do? I'm going to move on to our topic today. Psychological well-being. Before I explain what that really means, what does psychological well-being mean? I want to define what psychology means. Like, what does that mean, psychology? Psychological. What does that really mean? There is a lot of different definition, but I want to go with that one. So psychological, the meaning of it is a person, mind, and thoughts. That's it. It's been concerns with a person, mind, and thoughts. That's it. That's what psychological mean. Concern with a person, mind, and thoughts. Now, if I'm saying psychological well-being, what I'm saying is someone's mind and thoughts are healthy, they are happy, they are positive, they are good. So as a human being, we also need psychological well-being. We need to take care of our mind. We need to take care of our thoughts. We need to take care of. And I remember I already say you guys need to take care of the brain, right? So, in the psychological well-being, though, it's not as easy to take care of as I'm mentioning right now. And it's not going to be as easy that I mentioned it in this whole video. But we're going to learn a little bit of it today. We're going to get educating a little bit of it, and then we're going to work on it, right? So Psychological well-being has two important facets on it. The first one is subjective well-being. And the subjective well-being mean doing things that we enjoy, being happy, of the feeling good, doing things that you are enjoying. And it's subjective because it's something that you enjoy at that moment. So what I mean by, there's people, like for example, I enjoy reading. I love reading. I love reading books. If anybody knows me, you know I love reading. It was my first love. I always say it's my first love. I love reading. I enjoy it. I can do it every day and I can do it for a whole day. But there's sometimes I don't enjoy reading. There's sometimes I want to do something else. So when I was reading, that is, and then I feel so happy and I feel so joy and I feel content. That well-being is subjective. At this moment, I enjoy it. But when I no longer enjoying it, then I'm not in the well-being of psychology. Makes sense? The other part of the psychological well-beings, it's purpose and meaning. So it's having an understanding or knowing what is your purpose and what is the meaning of doing certain things. So us human, not only we need to be happy, we want it to be happy, but we want it to know what we're doing have purpose and meanings. For example, if I was reading and I enjoy reading, and I'm just reading a book for nothing, like there's nothing about this book, there's no meaning, no purpose, there's no point of this book, I might not enjoy it as much, even though I love reading. So yes, I am happy about it, but there's no purpose and meaning, there will be a time I will not so enjoying it. So that's the two different part of the psychological well-being. Now it's break down a little bit better. Stay with me. So the part that I say subjective, normally they call it hedonic. So the hedonic well-being, under that, which is the subjective feelings of happiness that I just mentioned. So under the hedonic, we see happiness, we see subjective well-being, we also see positive emotion. So what does that look like? For example, I had a client once. When I come into the consult, the doctor was concerned because the client is homeless, have diabetic, doesn't have a job. So when I come in, the client said, no, I'm happy. I live in my car. I enjoy living in my car. I don't need a mortgage. I don't need to pay rent. My car is free. I park it somewhere. I go wherever I want. I eat whatever I want. I'm enjoying my life. I'm not depending on anybody. I don't like working, and I receive Social Security from the state. I receive food stamp. I receive all the support and help. I know where to go take a shower. I know where to eat. I have friends. I have family. Yes, I have diabetic, but oh well. So this person is happy. Subjective, they see themselves well, and then they have positive emotion. So this person's psychological well-being, it's intact. Right? Make sense? Okay. But the other part of the psychological well-beings, which is a little bit more complex than this one. So they call this one eudaimonic. So eudaimonic well-being, it's the purpose and the meaning of life that I mentioned before. The purpose and the meaning of life. And under that, there's 6 categories. The first characteristic under that is self acceptance. How does that look like? That is someone who see good things about themselves, who accept who they are, who love their personality, who love the way they look, who enjoy their own company, who enjoy their own personality. So they accept who they are. So if that person, I wanted to say, because I like percentage, if that person is 85% loving, accepting who they are, that person's psychological well-being will be a little bit high because they accept who they are. So that's the first character. The second one is it's environmental master, which means I feel I am in control of where I live, the country I live. I know exactly what things is in my environment. I enjoy what's around. That person know exactly how to get to work. That person know where to go shopping. That person feel like they have control over what's going on in their house and their neighborhood. That person feel comfortable in the environment. That's why it's called master. So they master the environment. They know where things are. Right? So that's why sometimes when someone transition or move, their psychological well-being might take a little bit hit because they haven't mastered the environment yet. And again, if someone mastered the environment for 80%, 85%, yes, that person's psychological well-being will be high. It will be intact. It will be good. They will have great health and their psychological, right? The third characteristic is positive relationships, which means you have relationship with others, either friends or all, friends, family, marriage, right? Like whatever relationship you have, it's good. There's intimacy, there's trust, there's boundaries, there is support, there is love, and you do feel love, and you do feel the boundaries, and you can give, you can take. That relationship is good. You have great relationships. Your psychological well-being will be better, will be intact. The next one is purpose in life. And purpose in life, I truly believe, and I say that all the time, I truly believe we are born with our purpose. Sometimes the noise of society, the noise of our parents, the noise of church or different things or people purpose, like they kill yours. But we all have a purpose on this earth. And if you find yours, you find your purpose in life, you feel there's meaning in this world, then yes, your psychological well-being will be great. You will have one. You will have a psychological well-being if you have purpose in life. And people find purpose in life in many places. People find purpose in their career. People find purpose in their family, their marriage. People find purpose on earth. So it's not one size fit all. So be careful with that. And be careful you're not doing someone else's purpose, but you find purpose in life. The next one is autonomy. And then I know when we say autonomy, people believe it's the body. But in this one, it's knowing, like you have a confidence of knowing who you are. And you are independent of who you are. You're independent out of the society. Like you have your own opinion out of the society. Even if you're in church, religion, you have your own opinion and you trust it. You're confident about it. You are independent. You can be interdependent, right? Like you can combine. If you're alone, you're not going to dissolve or you're not going to not find a way. You know how to, you feel capable. You feel capable on taking care of your life in a sense. Even your thoughts, you feel capable of that. It's like your opinion matters to you, and you see your opinion matter to others. So that's the aspect of psychological well-being. And of course, everything I just say right now, it's easy said than done. There's certain things that take people years. I have met people who's 80, 90, 70, 50 that cannot accept who they are, the self-acceptance. I've met people who's 80, 50, 60, 70 that doesn't know what's the purpose of their life. If you notice you are struggling with anything that I say here, because of psychological well-being, it's very important. I do encourage you to seek a little therapy, because each part of those things that I mentioned are very important. Even if it's not for long, you can seek a little therapy for help with that. And as you can hear, the psychological well-being doesn't just mean you are happy. It doesn't just mean you have positive relationship. It doesn't just mean you have positive emotions. It doesn't just mean you have you enjoy who you are. There's other stuff that needs to be a part of it for you to have psychological well-being. So this is when I know when I say beans, it sounds like they're eating beans. Bean. This is where we're going to end our video today. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you learned something from it. We always end our video with a dose of self-care. So we're going to read that today. So today our dose of self-care is keep following your passion. Keep following your passions. I think that is something that I'm doing. One of my passion is to educating my culture, my people, my Haitian community, my family about mental health and how to take care of them. So this dose is encouraging you. If you have any passions, keep following it. Do not stop, because talking about purpose, that is your purpose in life. Thank you for listening to me today, you guys. Have a good one. Have a good Monday. Have a great week. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.